We spoke about it at halftime. I'm sure you saw a lot in the second half of us going side to side, long switches, direct switches. And that's what we wanted to do. When you're playing against a team that's a man down and they're sitting deep, you got to move the ball quick side to side to order to create those gaps. Eventually, a gap will create. And I think eventually you saw a lot of 2v1s on the right side with Brooks and Savarino, a lot of one-on-ones on the right side. Yeah, it was a bit stressful. You look back to the second to last game last year in Colorado, when it was 11-on-11 and they sat so deep and we had 30-something shots and couldn't put them away. But penalty kick started it off, and then there was 2 other fantastic goals. So 3 points, 3 goals, we'll take it. I think it was a bit of confidence. We had a great week of training. We really focused on off-ball movement and keeping the ball. And I think we came out a little overexcited, perhaps, on the moment. But then when things settled down, I think it just confidence grew a little bit. Halftime, there was no negativity whatsoever. It was all positive. We made a couple of adjustments, bringing Pablo on, a couple of more adjustments tactically with how we wanted to play the second half, and the guys went out and executed it. It was getting to a point that we were close to throwing on, another attacking player, but once the first goal came, that we kind of held off on it, and then the second and third came. So I'm proud of the guys for this result.
Nick Romando didn't have to make a save tonight. Can you talk about the partnership?
I didn't even realize that. Nick didn't have to make a save tonight?
0 shots on goal.
Wow. Should take that out of his salary maybe for this week.
Can you talk about that partnership between Glad and Beasler and how Beasler played tonight?
I thought Nick did very well. I thought he had a good showing for himself. He's confident. Nick's somebody that I had at the Monarchs for 2.5 months, and he was my captain from the second day in the Monarchs because of just the way he carries himself, his confidence, his leadership ability, and he's calm on the ball. I never thought that the moment would phase him, but I expected a couple of hiccups, to be quite honest with you. But looking back on it, maybe I could think of one errant pass from him. I'm sure there was more, but really that stood out to me. So I was very happy for Nick. He deserved to get this start, and him and Justin communicated well together. They were on the same page. Handling Baji, which is a main focal point of us throughout the week, is a tough assignment with his speed and his fight and his one-on-one ability, and I thought they did very well.
I could see you trying to get the fourth official's attention frantically. Did the thought go through your mind that maybe they weren't going to use VAR in that situation?
Listen, I'm still trying to figure out, after 20 years in the league, and I don't think I could get fined for this. I'm not criticizing anybody. I honestly don't know what the exact definition of the role of the fourth official is. And I actually talked to Ricardo during the game about that. And obviously we can't talk a great deal. The game's going on, but I just wanted to know, because there were, again, game after game, there's a number of things off the ball that perhaps the ref doesn't see, and I would like the fourth official to maybe alert him. But as far as the VAR usage tonight with the handball, yes, I was trying to get his attention to make sure they were going to look at that. This week, VAR worked out for us.
It seems like with VAR now existing, doing that as a player, you're probably going to get called for that. Have you had those conversations with your players to say, look, that's stuff that maybe 3 years ago you could get away with, you can't get away with anymore?
Of course, Big Brother's watching now. And you're not going to get away with anything. I'm not so concerned. The handball there was, I don't think it's going through his mind that VAR might catch him, I don't think it just happened so quickly, but it's all the off-the-ball stuff, I saw a couple of things tonight against Plata and Savarino off the ball that I was a bit curious about, and that's one of the reasons I was trying to get the fourth official's attention for. But yeah, I talked to the players a lot about that. Anything off the ball, you're not going to get away with it. So, whether they listen or not, so far, we haven't had much off the ball stuff. So we'll see what happens.
What did you see from Danny leading up to this game in training and with the Monarchs that won him the start tonight?
Hey, we have a lot of injuries in the back line. We have some new guys in Henley. Danny went down. We wanted to get some rhythm and some matches with the Monarchs to get his rhythm back, and he got to start tonight. when we go up a man, sometimes we have to make a tactical adjustment and a tactical sub. And for us, it was at halftime to get a bit more in the attack out of the back. Brooks, all day long is going to be up and down, putting in bullshits. And we needed somebody on the left side that was going to obviously defend first, but we knew we'd have a lot of the ball that was going to, bring us a bit more attacking quality. And right from the start of the second half, Pablo played the through ball into Damir into the space, played a number of switches, played forward a lot, and that's what we were looking for. So it was a tactical switch, and Danny didn't do anything wrong in the first half, but it was just something that we had to make a switch.
Was Damir more active, more vocal tonight from your vantage point?
Vocal?
Yeah.
Damir.
And maybe active, just he seemed from side to side a
yeah.
lot more.
I mean, listen, Damir, I think he's going through what a lot, I think Damir's playing fine, but he's going through what a lot of people coming over from a foreign league go through, which is it takes time to adjust to this league, to everything, the culture, the travel, a different style of play. I don't think we've seen close to Damir, the best of Damir yet. I think Damir has acquitted himself fine. That's why he's been playing every week. But I think more comfortable he gets in the weeks ahead, you're going to see him more in an advanced position and more central and advanced. But, it's going to take a little time. But I have noticed a little bit every day in practice that he's getting up to speed more and more and more. And tonight, not just him, but everybody, I think, handled the situation well.
It seems like you guys made the adjustments that you wanted to from last week to this. How close are you to how you want to be playing every game?
That's tough for me. I mean, we're not there yet. It's tough for me to answer right now. Right after the game, we just won 3-0. I mean, part of me goes through my head. In one sense, if the red card wasn't given, what would this game have ended up? It's one of those things that occupy my mind for the night, and then tomorrow I'll watch the tape and I'll be back to getting ready for Vancouver. My point is that we're not where, none of us are where we want to be right now, but we just won 3-0 against a conference rival, which is huge for us. And if the results go, if LA result continues the way it's going right now with San Jose losing, Vancouver losing, trying to think of what other, well, Houston won. Dallas? What was the Dallas score? They were up 1-0. All right. So you can't win them all, but puts us in a decent spot, going into Vancouver.